let's kind of start. We'll solve for a first. So it looks like I got y equals to x minus 4. Remember, anytime you have a just x by itself, there's an invisible 1 in front of it. But in this case, I'm going to put invisible 1 over 1 because 1 divided by 1 is still 1. That means my rise over run, remember, m is your rise over run. That means and the m comes from y equals to mx plus b. And b is your y-intercept. So in this case, I'm going to rise by 1, go across by 1, and I'm starting at -4. So at -4, I'm starting here. Now let's rise by 1, go across by 1. Okay, rise by 1, go across by 1. Rise by 1, go across by 1. Rise by 1, go across by 1. Notice how easy this would be to graph. I didn't even need to use a table of value. Now, since this is an equation of no context, I'm going to draw an arrow to indicate that this goes on forever and connect the points. And now I have my line for A. And I'm going to call this A, right? So I'll name this A right here. Okay. Okay, let's do B now. B is y equals to -3x plus 2. Remember, -3 divided by 1 is still -3. So my rise is, I'm going down by -3 and going across by 1. I'm going to start at +2. So at +2, let's just change the color to red here. At +2, I'm going to be right here. Again, I'm going down by 3, then across by 1. So 1, 2, 3, across by 1. 1, 2, 3, across by 1. 1, 2, 3, across by 1. And 1, 2, 3, across by 1. And I can also go backwards if I want to too. Because I'm every time I'm going across, going down by 3, I go across by 1. Well, we can always work backwards. Go back by 1 and go up by 3. That way you can draw the other end too. Okay, now I'm just going to connect these lines here, or do my best to draw a straight line and connect them, and then draw an arrow indicating that they're going forever. And again, I'm allowed to do that because there's no context to this question, and it's just an equation. Okay, I'll draw my arrows. Perfect, and we'll name this B because this was B here. Now for C, let's make it a blue color then. Looks like my rise over run is I rise by 1, go across by 2, and I'm starting at -2, my y-intercept. So rise by 1, across by 2, 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 rise by 1, across by 2. Okay, so let me draw that arrow there. I'm going to try my best to connect these lines together. Okay. Okay. And let's go back now. Okay, that should be good. Okay, and we'll call this one C. Okay, great. Let's move on to D, y equals to 3. In this case, guys, remember the form y equals to mx plus b. I think I'll use the color brown for this one. If m is 0 or 0 over 1, I have 0 over 1 times x plus 3. Now, since 0 multiplied by anything is still 0, this x just disappears. So if I did pick values of x, let's say x was 1, what would my value of y be? Still 3, because 0 times 1 is 3. Or sorry, 0 times 1 is 0, and then 0 plus 3 is 3. What if my value of x was, let's say, 5? What's my value of y going to be? If my value of x is 5, 0 times 5 is still going to be 0, and then 0 plus 3 is still plus 3. So this line, it doesn't matter what value of x I pick, I'm always going to be a value of y equals to 3, regardless of the x I pick. So for each point, I'm always going to be at y equals to 3 at this point. So I would have a line that goes on forever, but I'm always stuck at y equals to 3. Okay, and we'll call this D for D here. Now, it says here x equals to 5, so very similar to y equals to 3. If y equals to 3 was horizontal, where every value, regardless of x, would be at y equals to 3, x equals to 5 would be where it doesn't matter where you are on the y-axis, every value would equal to x equals to 5. So I would just draw a line that's vertical instead. So anytime you have just x equals to, it's just going to be a vertical line, and whatever x equals to, that's where your line would be on the graph. So there we go. And we'll call this E. Okay, and now for the last one, let's use the color, I'll just use the color purple again. So for this one, I want to rearrange this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add y to both sides, just like how I'm doing for solving equations. Upon doing so, minus y plus y is 0, and now 0 plus y is positive y. So now I'm going to have 2x plus 4 equal to y. And you probably notice I can rearrange this as y equals to 2x plus 4. So it looks like my equation is in this form here, and my slope is going to be 2 over 1x plus 4. So you don't have to write it as 2 over 1. You can just keep it as, obviously, you can just keep it as y equals to 2x plus 4. Only reason I wrote it as 2 over 1x is to show you that the rise is 2 and the run is 1. And I'm starting at positive 4 for my y-intercept. So my y-intercept starts here at positive 4. Every time I rise by 2, I go across by 1, right? Rise over run. Cross up by 2, across by 1. Up by 2, across by 1. So in this case, I can connect the points and draw my line. Okay, and this would be my line for F. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of how to apply the rise over run method. And as you can see, it's a lot quicker and easier than putting your values onto a table of value.